When there are so many bad Wii games to choose from, why is it that Chicken Shoot is always one of the top on the list? I mean, Chicken Shoot is a first Moorhuhn clone on the Wii, and it could have been an enjoyable experience, but it's not. If you don't know what a Moorhuhn clone is, it's just this. You just shoot chickens, the game. It's great if you're waiting on a meeting or if you don't want to do work at an office job, and it'd be a pretty good idea for the Wii, at least in my eyes, but somehow Chicken Shoot manages to be boring. I mean, the idea doesn't seem that interesting, but you do the exact same thing for half an hour as you go through the levels, with the biggest change is that the stages get mildly harder. Here's what you do. You shoot the required amount of any chicken, you shoot the eggs that would hurt you, you shoot health pickups to restore your health bar at the bottom, you shoot the shiny chicken at the end, level complete. That's all you do. Visually, the game could be better, but there's some weird scaling thing going on that makes the game look like it's flickering. This isn't bad deinterlacing. This is running on 480p. There's no excuse why I would do this. Other than the never-ending graphical glitches and the fact that they didn't even put the foreground on properly, I'd say it looks alright. The actual art is competent, consistent, but it's a shame the chickens are reused entirely. They could have drawn something new, but the only difference between them on various stages is what kind of hat they wear, and that's about it. And as for gameplay, well, the movement's sluggish. If your Wii environment isn't ideal, then your cursor will jump around in every direction because of how it uses infrared sensors. Personally, I didn't have any issues playing this, but that's because I intentionally kept my distance close and my Wii away from other lights. There's actually a bunch of other Moorhuhn clones on the Wii, including an actual Moorhuhn game, but as I don't own any of them, I can't really compare if they do anything better or worse. The only thing that Chicken Shoot's remotely got going for it is an additional mode where you aim an invisible cursor to catch eggs. This is the exact same thing as the old egg-catching game where you could have on the Game & Watch and its various clones, but just as bad. It's exciting. Yeah, I give Chicken Shoot a rating of cock. I don't like the game, but I don't find it insulting. If you expected anything other than a non-existent learning curve where you can just turn your brain off and go pew pew pew, that's on you. It was really obvious where this was going. I kind of hoped that there would be some more advanced missions or just something that you would have to do, but actually wait, just because I don't own any other games like this for the Wii doesn't mean that I can't compare it to anything. There were a bunch of Moorhuhn clones out there like Harry Buster, but the only other game that I've played in this genre is, and I'm super sorry to all the Germans in advance, Die Rache des Sumpfhühner 2, translated as The Revenge of the Swamp Chicken 2, or officially by the Ukrainian developers that made it, Roosters Revenge 2. You can't find any information about it in English, and what little information you can find on German isn't really any helpful. The reason why I bring this up right now is, well, when else am I going to talk about this game? Roosters Revenge 2 is a game by Meridian93 who brought us that one Wolfhound game, and well, it is better than Chicken Shoot. While the visual style is uglier and more inconsistent, the gameplay is a huge step forward. You have multiple missions you need to do on each stage, and the actual objective is different. Sometimes you can't shoot a specific enemy, sometimes you need to get money, sometimes you need to go and shoot enemies in a very specific way to advance. This prevents it from getting quite as stale, and it also benefits from some of the best music I've ever heard. No, seriously, it's got no reason to be this good, and because nobody else seems to remember this game, I'm gonna upload the entire soundtrack within the next soon. It's CD quality audio, it's surprisingly decent. Oh, and the best part about Roosters Revenge 2, it never cost $30 like Chicken Shoot. Roosters Revenge 2, you're not getting the proper dive-in you deserve, but some German out there did, and with that you get a score of cock 2. But seriously, why was Chicken Shoot $30? For a casual game, I wouldn't say that's an offensive price, but for how little enjoyment Chicken Shoot gives... Actually, yeah, you know what? Never mind. You can go to hell for all I care. You're not one of the worst games on the Wii, but you're really just...